We want to thank our amazing sponsor, the Rope Drop Queen herself, Michelle McKnight. She is a destination specialist with touring plans and can help you plan an amazing vacation. Whether it's Disney, Universal, a cruise, or an all-inclusive, she can help you with booking, planning, and strategizing to help you have an incredible experience at a great rate. Contact her today at michelle@touringplans.com. Now, on to the show.
Helping you navigate the Disney parks.
With the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
You're listening to Rope Drop Radio.
Welcome to another Rope Drop Radio. Derek and Doug talking all things Disney. And Doug, today we are preparing to celebrate because this is the year, the 50th year of Walt Disney World. In fact, that's older than you.
Yes, way older than me. Much older. Significantly older.
Significant, really? You're getting there. Okay.
Significantly.
All right. Well, we are going to be talking a lot more of what you can expect from the 50th. We, in fact, have a countdown for it.
50 things about the 50th.
That is what this show is all about. But first, my favorite thing is the Patreons. And so we have a new Patreon joining us, and that is Jill Harlow. Thank you for joining the Rope Drop Radio community, and we're excited to hear from all of our Patreons what they are looking forward to in the 50th. Because I'm sure, Doug, we're going to miss something in our list, but and whenever we do miss something on the show, our Patrons let us know about it. So thank you guys so much.
We're going to discuss all the things, too. We're going to discuss them.
We have a lot of things. We got to get on with
50 things. But first, Apple Podcast reviews. Thank you to everyone that keeps leaving them. They're fantastic, and they fill our hearts with joy. Or something like that. All right, so this week, we are reading one titled, Really Enjoy, 5 stars.
Yay.
By Wajawikin.
Wilcon.
W.J. Wilkin.
Con. Convention.
Wajika.
Okay, just read the review. We got a lot of things to get to.
All right. I've really enjoyed listening to this podcast as we prep for upcoming trip. I'm learning so much. Thank you. Bravo.
Love it. Sweet. We help people get on, learn and get ready for trips. Hopefully a lot of people are going to be taking a trip in the next year, Doug, because the 50th is not just one day. No, that's not how Walt Disney World does things at all. The 50th is a long celebration.
Which we'll talk about. That's
one of the things. It is one of the lists.
I'm not getting ahead.
I'm just saying.
This took a lot of numbering.
It did. In fact, I'm surprised we're technically at 50, though there's some asterisks involved, but we had to get there.
Learn and listen, or listen and learn.
All right, Doug. So you made the list, so do you want to go through it?
Number 1.
All right. And we're just going to spend like a minute or two on each thing.
Well, they will vary. So the number 1 thing, because I made the list, is 50 things about the 50th, which is the title of the show. So that's one thing the 50th has given us is this show.
Yep, there you go.
We're not struggling at all to get to 50
that was a terrible way to start the show.
50 things about the 50th. I think that's a great...
I think when Doug came up with the idea for the show, he thought it was going to be easy to come up with 50 things. And after about 35, we're like, I'm running out of ideas.
After 7, it was a struggle. Okay. So listen and enjoy. All right. So number 2, there's lights on Spaceship Earth. That's awesome.
That is.
Have you seen the pictures of this yet?
They're really cool. And I can't wait to see it from, I don't know, what Cali Grill, be able to see it from there pretty well. And
they're all up on it. It looks really cool. They're calling it Beacons of Magic, and they're transforming everything in the night sky. But Spaceship Earth, basically everywhere where the panels meet, there's now a light, and they can do different colors and patterns.
So how did it take them this long to get to this point? To add lights?
It was just 2 years ago where Spaceship Earth kept leaking water. So
good point.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about the lights.
I am as well.
Do you want to do number 3?
All right, number 3, decorations on the castle, Doug, because of course they got to put the cake back up on the castle.
It's not a cake.
Oh, darn it. I am disappointed.
So they're scrolly looking things, and it says 50 in lots of places. I've seen some of them in person. They are what they are.
It's not a cake.
It's not a cake, so don't worry. It's not going to ruin anyone's pictures.
Oh, that's my wife's first time at Walt Disney World. She's got a picture in front of the cake. It's great.
Yeah, and there's going to be a new lighting package on the castle to go with the 50th. They're lighting up all the icons big and fancy. And so I think it's pretty nifty. But one little like thing fell off a couple weeks ago, and they literally just had one like 3M strip holding it up there. So hopefully they, at least get the wood
Get a
glue
hammer
out.
and nail at least, something.
Yeah,
That's a safety precaution.
3M strip was holding it, so that was pretty funny. Number 4.
Yep.
I like this one.
I do
Not
too.
gonna lie. The new costumes for all the characters. The iridescent.
Every character's dressing up. It's a party.
Yeah, so I think the iridescent ones, as they call them, I want to say it's the Sensational Six. Get them?
Yep.
So that's Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Goofy, Pluto, and Daisy. So I'm pretty sure that's the Sensational Six. Yeah, they get iridescent, very shiny, very bright.
The question is, will we be able to get pictures with them so Michelle can keep going with her picture with Mickey?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard to say at this point. We get buffets, but we don't get character.
Yeah, I saw that
meat.
today. Buffets are coming
really?
back.
Like, that should be the last thing to ever come back.
I agree.
Ever. I love
buffets, by the way. Don't get me wrong. I just see it as a pointless ad. I mean, I don't know.
Can I just sit and get food brought to me? That's what I prefer.
That is the Doug style.
Yeah.
I like to overcommit, by the way, on buffets.
Oh, yeah, I could see that. I could see that, Derek.
All right.
You want to do the next one?
The golden statues, which are coming.
So we're not talking about the individual statues yet.
Oh no, okay.
We'll
I thought that's what this one. Okay.
We're just line item number 5. They're going to have golden statues of characters all around all 4 parks.
Yep, I did see those pictures.
And, we may or may not mention this again to get to our 50.
That might help.
Might help because there's 50 of them, so that makes it very easy. I don't know.
A lot of great photo ops going to be had all around. Plus, statues are a little bit easier to take pictures with because they don't breathe.
They don't breathe. They can't catch a cold.
Yep.
And you don't have to pay them as much to stand there.
That's true. Good point.
They don't get hot and sweaty. They don't need water.
Stop saying things. The Imagineers are listening. We're going to have no more meats.
Put so many people out of business there. Yeah. But yeah, it's the golden statues all around. They're starting to go up, so you can already see them. And looking forward to seeing them. Fine. It'll be like Easter egg.
And tag us. If you get a picture with them, give us a tag.
Look, I found a statue. We need to come up with a better hashtag before the end of the show.
That's true.
Yeah.
Won't happen, but it's true.
50 of 50 hashtag. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, the hashtag would come first.
I'm well aware.
Just to clarify.
Back in my day before
I know how to use the onlineness. Number 6. We just have a date listed here, Derek.
Yep.
10/1/71. It's the day the Magic Kingdom opened 50 years ago. So it was a big day. And, opening day, like all opening days, didn't go super smooth, but you don't
get better than Disneyland.
Yeah, you don't have people sinking into the asphalt as it's setting.
I always wonder how serious that was. Like, if I had a time machine, I would love to go back to that and
like,
witness.
Did someone lose their shoes to the asphalt? Like, or is it just like
it happened in one little dents, and
impressions?
they made it a bigger deal? Always wondered that.
Yeah,
because the story's set on like every Disney like video thing ever.
Well, and like they had to make the decisions. Do you want toilets or do you want water fountains? But you can't have both for opening day. So they went with toilets. And
Makes
then, of
sense.
Course, university. You could always
And you can sell water, and that's how Disney makes money.
All right. So, 10/1/71. Also, the Contemporary and Polynesians. I think they both opened that day. So, kind of exciting. We really could have elaborated and figured out all the opening day attractions that are still left, but we won't.
Future episode, Doug. Future.
There we go. All right. You want to do the next one?
The length of the celebration, I actually don't know.
So it's a birthday. You think just one day?
No.
That's all I get.
I get about a week and a half.
I make fun of the people that wear the button the whole trip.
Nope, that's me and my wife. There you go. Yeah.
So how long do you think Disney World, the whole park, even though it's just the Magic Kingdom turning 50, how long do you think the whole park would wear their button?
It's going to be a year.
And a half.
There you go. That's about wasn't that how long Mickey's 90th birthday was?
It's still going, I think. I mean,
you still find some gear too.
Right? So year and a half. So all the stuff we're talking about, plenty of time to get there and celebrate.
In fact, if you're listening to this podcast, make sure you go out and celebrate during that year and a half.
Yes, I think any true Disney fan, it's important. Get there during the year and a half long birthday.
Don't go on the first unless you already have tickets, and because
crazy. Number 8.
I like this one.
It's the day it rolls out. Well, yep. I don't know if it actually happens that day, but it's when perks start happening. Late night deluxe parks. That wording is wrong, but
they're basically giving extra time to those who stay in deluxe resorts.
Deluxe resorts get some late nights, and it's a weird schedule that I think will change from week to week, and who knows what it could be by the end of this celebration. But yeah, if you stay deluxe, you get some after hours privileges.
And I got a couple deluxe stays coming up too, so I'm excited to take advantage of that.
I'm interested to see how much it affects the flow of people, because it's not every park every night. It's certain parks certain nights. So it could be like the old extra magic hours where people swarm into that park, actually rendering extra magic hours worse. However, not nearly as many people stay deluxe as they do value or moderate. It's just a much smaller group.
Plus, when you're spending money on a deluxe resort, that's when I kind of want to spend more time at the resort.
So it'll be interesting.
It will be. I'm very intrigued.
Yeah.
We will take advantage of this for sure.
Now, the next one I know is going to have a huge impact on rope drop.
Yes.
Do you want to say what number 9 is, Derek?
Early park entrance is kind of back. It's going to be big, but you can't. Yeah, you got to stay on property.
Yeah, that's a huge one because it's only a half hour, which doesn't sound big.
But you can get so much done in a half hour.
At the e-tickets, that line over the first half hour is grown. So if you're staying off property, you're coming into the game hours behind, not really a half hour behind. Because
touring plans already did the stats. Yeah, it's like an hour,
2 hours?
2 hours. Yeah, hour and a half, 2 hours
of more standing in line.
And every day of your trip, it makes staying on property so much more worth it.
Because it's every park, every day, to get in a half hour earlier. So it's much more similar to what you see at Disneyland in Paris, and there's stuff every day, where extra magic hours was like, on the third Tuesday of the month you can do this, and it was a lot like everybody followed the plan of extra magic hours, which made people swarm to them. This will keep the crowds distributed evenly and gives on-site a huge advantage. That starts on the birthday, which I think is a very poor day to start things because you're already expecting big crowds for the birthday. But you know what park would be great to go to on October 1st if you're not concerned about the birthday stuff at all?
Animal Kingdom?
No.
Hollywood Studios?
Okay. And we'll talk about why as we go on. Yeah. All right, Derek, you can say the next one, number 10.
I want Doug to get me stuff.
That's right.
Because he's going to be there on the 1st.
Yeah. The special cupcake, you want me to box that up, bring it home?
No, I just like... So one of our listeners was at Hollywood Studios on the 30th anniversary, and they sent me some stuff. Listeners are always so gracious, and whenever they get like bonus swag, they're very kind and generous, and we'll send it to Doug and I. And so whatever Doug gets for being there on the 1st, I hope he gets a couple extra things, maybe to give away in the show, and also make sure something comes back to me.
Yes, buy Derek stuff.
Not buy. You don't have to buy. It's just whatever the free. Yeah.
If there's free
stuff. There's going to be something free. I guarantee it. It might just be a button for all I know. But there's going to be something.
I don't know. We'll see. Time will tell. All right.
My next one's my favorite.
Space 220.
Freaking finally is open. That restaurant's been done for a year.
And we still don't have reservations at it, I don't think. So I will believe it's happening when I'm in the elevator to space.
I saw the video, and I can already tell you, Doug, that
it's going to be hard to eat.
This restaurant will be my favorite restaurant, even if the food is par, average, okay. I can already tell you this is going to be my favorite restaurant.
What if it's like Tony's Town Square food in there?
Then I'm going to be so disappointed. Rizzo? No, that's the only way this can fit. Like this beautiful atmosphere, beautiful restaurant, and there's like microwave only food,
freeze-dried ice cream.
Oh, actually, that'd be hilarious.
That would be, if they did something with that would be very nice and creative. But I'm a little worried about my motion sickness. I'm not gonna lie.
Just stare at the food. You're a slow eater anyway. You'll be fine.
Slow eater, and that's an understatement or underestimation. Yes, I'm a slow eater. Space 220, really, I will believe it when I'm in it, because we have thought we're gonna make reservations for this for multiple years.
Yep. It was supposed to be on our road drop trip. We thought for sure.
In 2019.
Oh, yeah, and in 2020. Yeah. I remember I have an email to Michelle. Like, it's like, I don't care what ADRs you get me. I just want to get Space 220.
So I think Space 220 has been on the same schedule as our next line item.
Oh, absolutely. That's been done. But it's actually coming technically before the 50th now.
It is, which maybe Space 220 will too.
I actually bet it will. Soft opening. But Ratatouille is finally coming.
Coming in at number 12. Actually, the numbers aren't
don't even make
like
sense.
A ranking.
Yeah. Nope.
It's just so that you can keep us on task and going to 50, because we promised 50 things about the 50th. Going.
But Ratatouille has been done forever. Yes.
Tons of cast previews. I kind of wonder if they're doing the cast previews because they're going to find a way to like block out cast members from going on.
Oh, absolutely.
While after opens, right?
Yep.
They're just going to be blocked out from Epcot from October 1st to like January 10th.
Yep. You nailed it right there.
Sorry, cast members.
And then as soon as
that's what I'm reading into it as.
As soon as Guardians opens, then they're blocked out forever.
Never again shall you
cast member. Yep.
Or there'll be like a special gate to Future World and they won't be allowed in.
That's funny.
Think of how many cast members have still never ridden Rise of the Resistance.
I know few. I know some.
Right? I mean, there's a lot that have, and there's a lot of ways they can, but they choose not to use certain ways to get to do it. And yeah, so Ratatouille, I'm excited.
Yep.
Sure. So I think the funny thing is on the cast member previews that they have, and there's some other previews too, they are not allowing photos.
We have no idea.
So I'm going to post all the photos I have of Ratatouille
from Paris,
the days of the first previews, and just kind of troll the fact that they can't post pictures.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a very nice supply of blurry pictures.
I know you do. You have terrible pictures. And like, Doug, it's like you like to just take pictures, every now and then you hit the target.
Every now and then.
It's like throwing darts with Doug.
My blurry pictures, so like my first time on Rise of the Resistance, I got a couple good ones, but I had a crap ton of blurry ones. And so everybody was like, no spoilers, no spoilers, no spoilers. So I posted like a ton of pictures and it didn't spoil anything because they were so bad.
Anyway, let's keep going. We got a lot to get through.
The next one's a biggie.
It is.
That's why the parks are going to be hopping. Number 13. Lucky number 13. Harmonious.
Yeah, really excited for this one because I could see this being a huge swing and a miss.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I could see it being a huge, like, you must watch.
I agree. It's either going to be one or the other. I don't think it's going to be average. It's going to be the greatest thing, or you really screwed this one up.
So my hope and expectations for Harmonious, the way that it can be different than Illuminations, is that you don't need to be in that front row on the water's edge to enjoy it, to watch it. I feel like if you couldn't see the middle of the lagoon during Illuminations, you really didn't get as much out of it, right? I'm hoping Harmonious, things are all higher. Nothing's projected at like eyeball level. Everything's elevated. Lord knows those giant death tacos are huge.
Yeah.
So you should be able to stand 5-6 people deep and see them until Shoulder Kid
Magic
pops
Kingdom.
up.
Who knows?
Right? So, or like maybe let us all watch from the roof of Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't know. Special e-ticket thing up there, my friends.
Actually, that's a stupid good idea.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get
I like
somehow
that idea.
in on that.
Okay.
Yeah. Rooftop party for Harmonious. But I hope it's more up in the air than Illuminations.
We'll see.
Is that a weird request?
I agree with it. I'm just saying it could be, this thing's going to be either great or swing and a miss. It's not going to be Epcot Forever, which was just right there in the middle.
Yeah. It was middle.
Yeah.
Lower
It's
third.
still middle. I'll give it that. All right. Moving on.
The Magic is Calling. Do you even know what this is?
Don't even know what this one is.
I sent you this outline.
You did.
Several days ago, and this is how much research Derek did, folks. The Magic is Calling. I want to know how many listeners know what we're talking about right now. I'm curious. The Magic is Calling. Just talk to your radio. Let us know. Okay, we can't hear you, but anyway, it's a song. They wrote a song for the 50th. and it will be sprinkled throughout everything. We're going to be tired of this song by the end of the 18 months. That's my prediction. It's, the info about the song is it's written by this person, performed by this person, blah, 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 all amazing people. It should be wonderful, and it should be magical everywhere.
Is it going to be as great as Happily Ever After? We'll find out.
You're a nostalgia person, so it won't be until about 5 years later.
Okay.
You'll like it more after it's gone, Derek.
You never know. I loved Happily Ever After the first time I listened to it, though.
That's true.
You were there. I teared up.
It was really good. It was really good. Yeah, so we'll see how they use this song. The Magic is Calling.
All right, number 15, Doug.
Beacons of Magic Projection Show. So this is a little bit of the Lights on Spaceship Earth, but it's all the parks, right? Beacons of Magic is gonna the world's most magical celebration will light up with the wonder as the theme park icons are transformed into beacons of magic nightly at select parks. So I don't know what select parks mean. Like one night they're just not gonna light up the Tree of Life. I don't know. So they show like Tower of Terror, Tree of Life, Spaceship Earth, and Cinderella's Castle.
They say select parks just in case one breaks.
Right? Like, so they can't be held accountable for anything.
Exactly.
Yeah. So Beacons of Magic Projection Show. We also know that they're probably going to project things down Main Street, USA.
Yep. Makes sense. Kind of goes with everything they've been doing in the holiday projections.
Yeah. So that would be cool. More immersive along Main Street, USA. So.
All right. Number 16, Mickey Celebration Cavalcade, because that one is a given at this point. We don't even have to say much about it. We're all excited to see it and take pictures and go live when it comes by.
Yeah, and I bet it'll just basically be this float with iridescent stuff on it.
Yep, exactly.
Iridescent
It'd be neat if they have a new one, but I doubt it. Highly doubt it. Nope.
Reskinned?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, all right. Number 17, one that I don't know if I'm excited about.
I'm not. Disney
It's
Genie.
another app.
It's
Disney
an app
Genie.
to try to... It's like touring plans, but in the park, and it's trying to navigate you. I don't know.
And it's not going to be as good as touring plans.
We're not saying that because they're our sponsor, but
no,
yes.
because just we've seen how like Disney IT with the My Disney Experience. I would say they have like too many people in management.
Oh,
that have
absolutely.
too many expectations.
We've heard stories
of
about
things.
this from people that work there.
So
yes,
it's like I worry that like you got 4 different bosses that want 4 different things from the
I'm thinking
one
like
app.
20 different bosses. Like it's
yeah. I mean, I was talking boss.
Oh,
Like Chapek and then Josh and then like one other dude, and then it trickles down into 4. I don't know the structure.
it's a pyramid scheme, is what it is. It's all a pyramid.
Yeah. And so like by the time it comes down to like, well, you wanted this and you wanted this, and we can't do both right, but we can do both half.
Yep. I don't know if you can say that in our show.
Half butt.
There you go. Moving on to my favorite, the merch. There's going to be so much merch. You want a cup, you want ears, you want stuffed animals, you name it. They're going to put a 5 and a 0 on it. You can eat it, throw it, spray it, whatever, and you will have it. And they are going to pump that stuff for the next 4 years. And of course, Derek will buy at least an ornament and a mug and maybe a shirt for sure.
And then some more stuff.
And a pin. Oh, Derek will have a pin for sure.
Pin.
Yeah,
You'll probably have a pin from every park.
Yeah, I will. So
an iridescent pin.
Probably. So yes.
A golden statue pin.
I cannot wait for the first people, and I hope it's you, Doug. When you're there, I want a big picture of the big merch table. And
I'm not even gonna get any merch on the day, right?
Oh, I know.
Like,
those lines are gonna be insane. No, Michelle will. Someone will. I don't know.
We'll go the next day. We'll get the scraps.
Okay.
The table scraps that fell down. They're going to be like,
this stuff's going to go on eBay within
under the
seconds.
Table.
And yeah.
What I'm most interested in the special merch is the limits that they put. Because Disney wants to sell it all, right? So they don't want to put limits. They love the eBay pirates that come and buy 50 of it because They sold
Have you ever
50
seen some of
units.
those people in the parks when just got like trash bags
It's
full of gear?
insane.
Like after Splash Mountain announced, I remember seeing someone. I'm like, well, that's a lot of Splash
And
Mountain
that stuff
stuff.
had sat in Splash Mountain for decades,
Yep.
right? Like they bought something that was so dusty, who knows how long it had been there, and then they turn it around on eBay. God
Anyway,
bless them, they can make a living, but it's so weird.
and
I
you got
just
to
think
buy me some merch.
I'll see what I can do on the
There we
second.
go. All
I'm
right.
probably not.
Buy or listen. You know what? This is a good. We will buy something to give away on the show.
Well, I will do my best. Kind
There
of
you
like the
go.
2020 shot glass because everybody needed one in
They
2020.
did. They did. I loved it. So, all right. Another thing, number 19, the partner statue is getting a refurb because statues are in right now.
It did. They've touched it up. It's almost finished. It's been behind a little box, and they're putting the finishing touches on it. Showed Mickey and Walt a little love, which is good. I didn't realize it needed it, but it must have.
You got to shine it up for the 50th. Come on. So.
Yes, you do.
All right, 50th touches at MCO. I actually don't know what's happening at MCO.
So,
Doug.
you know how when Star Wars Galaxy's Edge opened, they put like some window panels up of like stormtroopers in Galaxy's Edge by like the trams and things.
Mm-hmm.
There's basically some different decorations that are going to be around MCO on the screens, various things to remind you for 18 months that it is birthday time in Disney World. Nothing too crazy, but like just some 50th anniversary advertisements.
Okay, I guess that's all we need for MCO.
Yeah. It will exist.
Number 21, Disney Enchantment.
Disney Enchantment. I believe this is the new fireworks show, Derek.
Oh, that was, man.
Yeah.
Do my research
Disney
on this.
Enchantment. Behold, nighttime spectacular with Disney music, stunning fireworks, and immersive projection effects extending from Cinderella's castle down Main Street, USA. There you go. Disney Enchantment. That's what's killing your beloved.
Oh, I know. And
Happily Ever After. And you didn't even know the name of it till right now.
I didn't.
Good
You're
thing
right.
We're doing this list.
What's funny is I actually did know, and I did hear it on a
blocked
different
it out.
podcast. I just didn't think about
You're
it.
blocking it out.
It hasn't, yeah, because my wife cried the other day, finding out that it was going to Happily Ever After was leaving, and she is seriously like, "How do I get down there before October 1st?"
It's called an airplane.
Well, it's called time and football season starting and work and life. It's hard.
Yeah.
And with our luck, we get down there and it's pouring down rain. So
That it does. It
Yes.
could probably be a tropical depression just comes and sits right on top of Orlando.
we've
They like
missed
to
some
do that.
fireworks shows because of, once for a hurricane, actually, literally.
Dorian, right? Is that the
I
one
think
that
it was one. Yeah.
went past and didn't really hit, but did? But they canceled every flight for like 4 days.
2 days. We're stuck.
2
and
days,
there was
yeah.
not a cloud in the sky. It was weird.
That's weird. Yeah, and I've been watching a lot of the old hurricane forecasts the last couple weeks with our cruise coming up, and there's been 3 of them around.
Yeah, I've noticed that. I've wondered about that with you.
They're going to leave us alone, I think. I
we'll
think we're
see.
good now. I'm going to say it out loud. I feel confident
knock
enough.
on
But
something, Doug. Jeez.
yeah, Grace originally was forecasted to just like screw everything up for us, but then Grace decided, Cancun. They went that way. We might have to beat that out too.
I don't know.
It's been a night, Derek. It ate my feelings earlier with the blizzard.
Oh, wow. All right.
Yeah, full
Here we go.
confessional today.
It happened. So the next one is the new Coco scenes coming, Doug.
Yeah, so this isn't something necessarily just for the 50th, but like they're throwing things out during the 50th, right? They want to put on their best dress type of thing. You buttoning up the suit. So they threw Coco into PhilharMagic, which needed an update.
It
needed
did.
A reason.
I did laugh that they throw one scene in there, and I'm just like, okay,
just one.
Not redoing, not reskin, just like throwing a scene in there. I feel like you could have done so much more with that.
Coco is great. I'm glad they added Coco, but
you have like 4 other properties you could have thrown in there, and you could have like really pushed that attraction a little bit.
2 they could have gone with, Tangled and Moana would have been great in there. I don't think you need Frozen because Frozen has an attraction. It has a sing-along. But Tangled and Moana, I mean, dear Lord, poor Tangled just has a bathroom.
Yep.
That soundtrack is really good. And Moana, we really going to pretend that we don't have a soundtrack by one of the greatest
with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson on it? Come on now.
Right? I mean, the option, just those 2 in. I don't know what you'd cut. That's the thing.
Yep.
I would cut Lion King because it has its own show.
Yeah. Or just make the show like 5 minutes longer. I don't know.
I'm sure they have a reason not to make it longer because then you can't show it as many times.
Exactly.
Right? But like, I'd probably cut the Lion King. I Can't Wait to Be King. Plus, of all the songs from Lion King, that's what you're going with.
Yep.
I Can't Wait to Be King. That's like the little annoying kid song. Come on now. That's what I would cut. What music would you cut from it to make room for something else?
Oh,
I actually don't know. What did they cut? I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it. Yeah, I didn't see anything. Yeah, with what they cut. So
I'll tell you after I go. But
okay, yeah, just let me know because I have no idea.
I'm sure someone knows.
Yep.
Yelling at the computer, whatever you're listening on right now. Hopefully, you're not at work yelling in your cubicle that they already cut Lion King, and I'm losing my mind.
Who knows? All right. Next, Disney Kite Tales.
Do you know what this is?
Animal Kingdom. They're bringing the kites from Epcot.
Basically, yeah.
Yep.
They're bringing them over. They're doing them in. I mean, they built the big, giant seating area.
Honestly, it makes sense. This is when they announced this, I said, yeah, that's dumb that they didn't do that already.
So it's not.
And also,
nighttime.
I kind of like the kites. I'm going to be honest. That was some from Epcot Forever. I was like, oh, that's neat. And you could see them from Crescent Lake.
Yeah, but that was nighttime, so they were lit up. Yeah. This is daytime. I mean, they look like animals, but they're zooming around on the jet skis.
But it's such a cool idea. The jet ski has a kite. I was like, I wish I would have thought of that sooner. And they need to do something in Animal Kingdom. And I think that just gives you're paying a cast member to have a kite on it. It is what it is, but still, it helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this big seating area in the baking sun.
Yeah.
So there you go.
There you go. All right. So
we'll sell a lot of water.
I hope so. Next up, you put fresh paint everywhere because
they're touching everything.
They are. They actually seen them on Twitter a lot.
The last 6 months, if there hasn't been a scrim over it yet, there will be.
Mm-hmm.
Fresh coat of paint everywhere.
The week before, like how many cast members are just gonna be out painting like crazy?
Be like, hey, can you hold a paintbrush? Mm-hmm. Get up on that scaffolding. Oh, should be darned. So they're just going to throw people at it, and everything's going to be sparkly and shiny. And I would imagine we will see a scrim-free Walt Disney World.
You would hope. You would really. Yeah. That is one thing I thought about. They got to get everything looking nice by the 50th. So, all right. Well, next, contemporary room makeover.
Yeah, so this basically is debuting in time for the 50th. Yep. Well, those things not necessarily for the 50th, but with the 50th. We could also probably throw the Polly's room makeover in this category too.
Like
with
that
the
one a lot more.
We haven't seen the contemporary yet, though, in person.
Saw the pictures.
We've seen the renderings, the artwork, the pictures. We're going to be there on the 50th.
Okay.
We should get a refurb room.
You will be doing a live video from the room,
I'll let you know.
I will see it.
I mean, does my face when I sleep go on Edna Mode's face? I don't know. Is that weird? I
think it's weird. I think it's a weird thing. And I love The Incredibles. I have a poster on the other side of this wall. And it's just like, I just feel like they're shoehorning in something. Like, I get Moana in Polly, but contemporary, I feel like there's something about the contemporary being the first of its kind, or resort. Like, that in itself should sell itself. You don't need IP in the contemporary.
I don't know, though. It's one of the cheaper deluxes. Maybe they need a reason to boost that price up, Derek.
Maybe. I just thought it was.
I thought it could sell itself, but I want that convenience of walking, and I guess that doesn't sell it enough.
Yeah,
we gotta throw the IP at it. So we'll see. We will be there on the scene, reporting live from the contemporary.
Okay. Next, you put commercial with giraffe.
Yeah,
I've seen the commercial.
And there's a giraffe.
And there is a giraffe.
That giraffe was not born just for the 50th. There's like
every
you say
Disney
that last
commercial
week or a couple weeks ago. You're like, every commercial they're going to show us a giraffe.
They from Kidani Village, looking out at the giraffe. It's in every single one. And Dumbo. I've made thousands of TV commercials, Doug. I'm pretty sure I can make some Disney commercials and just mimic it completely.
So what's the recipe for the perfect Disney commercial?
You got the kid in the bedroom.
Kid in the bedroom.
Yep.
A check-in. where
Yep,
something
check in,
magical
and a
happens,
character walks by. I remember they
where
had
there'd never
Goofy
be a
once, and they once had Chewbacca walking by. I thought that was hilarious. And
and you do a character meet and greet
yep,
like in front of the castle on the grass,
yes, oh, always
because
got to have
that's in
that.
every vacation, and then you hop to a
The
totally different park
You get the
and go on
Dumbo
a
shot.
ride.
Always get the Dumbo shot in there.
I don't know if that's an always anymore.
It's still in
Gotta
there
do
quite
a
a bit.
Rise of the Resistance shot
Yep,
now.
they do have the Star Wars and a Star
They
Wars
love
meet
them
and greet.
some test track shots.
Mm-hmm.
The Flight of Passage shot that doesn't make any sense because nobody knows what it is.
Exactly.
That's
But
and then the
I
draft.
think
The
you're going to
draft
get
is
a lot of Mickey and Minnie in their 50th gear. I think they're going to do a Fab Five at least shot with all of them at the end, and it's just be like, come join us.
I'm curious how that iridescent costume will photograph. Like if that's going to be a little bit of an issue. I don't know. The light bouncing
Light
off
reflecting.
of it.
Yeah, who knows?
You're the VA guy. I don't know.
I will when I take pictures. I'm not too concerned because
no, you won't be able to tell from my pictures.
Yeah,
because they're hot garbage to begin with. But I try. I really do.
You do?
I mean, my iPhone can only do so much on its own. A lot of it comes down to the individual using it, and
it's true.
it's
all right,
not at all.
That was way too much to talk about a commercial.
But
trust me, guys, we really kind of only have 3 left, but people are like, they're only halfway done.
We promised 50.
We did. So, number 27, the next 2 are really big, and that is Tron, the project that has been worked on for way too long at this point, is finally going to open up in the 50th.
At some point. They got an 18-month window.
They do.
Let's hope they can hit it.
I think they will. It's got to be getting there.
I think Tron's going to get there.
You don't think the next one,
though?
Guardians of the Galaxy, you don't think it's going to get there? It's done.
Have they filmed it, though?
They just got to film it.
Did they film it yet?
I
don't know.
They're supposed to be.
Because it's in production. Australia, and then Australia became a hot mess, right?
Everything got pushed back a week. Filming got pushed back a couple weeks, it looked like. But yeah, who knows? But it will get done in the next 18 months. From what I understand, literally that is all they're waiting on. And you shoot the video, and then you put it in Dropbox, send it to an editor in LA. He color corrects everything. And then you have music, some sound effects, boom, on the ride footage. Done.
You got to figure out how to project it into the domes without making people puke for just looking at it.
Yeah, I'm excited for that attraction. You got to do it one time with me.
There's no way.
For the 50th.
There's like 7 launches. The ride vehicle swivels.
Put on 7 patches.
It's a roller coaster that doesn't just go straight. It gets all the ways. Do you remember when I got off Everest?
You're not a true Disney fan until you do Guardians. You're not a true Marvel fan, Doug.
Oh, that's just dirty.
Yep, there you go. So that's my other thing. 50th is how many times I'm going to tease Doug over the next 18 months. So, all right, Doug, the final one, but not the final one. Let's talk about all the golden statues.
Yeah, I really thought I could get to 50.
You could.
When I came up with this idea, I got to like 7 or 8, and I was like, what am I going to... And then I realized there was more. So we got to 28. And number 1 was actually the title of the show.
Yeah.
So
we are excited for the 50th. Just can't think of 50th things to enjoy about the 50th. And here's the thing. We're missing some. And I know our listeners, we're going to put on social media, follow us at Rope Drop Radio on the things, and let us know what you are excited for on the 50th. But Doug, let's talk finally all the golden statues.
Let's give it a yay or a nay.
Okay.
Because you only get 50 characters out of all the Disney.
It's a lot, yeah.
Pixar. I mean, that's a big decision. Which 50 get it?
All right, Doug, you just want me to read all 50 as fast as I can?
No, let's do each one and be like, yep, no, why? And then on the nose, we kind of like say, really?
All right. Here we
go. There
are
some no's. We got all 50, though, already.
All 50. Right? Ready? Mickey.
Oh, absolutely. Mickey.
Minnie.
Yeah, that's not questionable.
Donald.
Yes.
Goofy.
Yes.
Daisy.
Yes.
Pluto.
Yes.
Chip.
Yeah.
Dale. So there we go. Yes. We got through those.
That makes sense.
All right.
And like they have to have them for all the parks. So like some might fit better into other parks. Does it say what park they're going into on your list?
I don't have that on the list.
Okay. All right.
All right. Ready?
Continue on. Yeah.
Lumiere.
Okay. I can I mean, if we're only doing one character from Beauty and the Beast, I guess.
Cogsworth.
Oh, well, we're only picking 50 characters out of all of Disney?
Yep.
Like, I just, why not just give me Belle?
Joe Gardner.
So when I saw that one come out, I said, hey, Michelle, Joe Gardner's going to be one of the 50 statues. And
From Soul.
her response was, who is that?
Yeah, Soul.
It's like, Soul. She's like, oh. Yeah, that doesn't make a bit of sense.
Yep.
But, I mean, you put him in the right spot, maybe?
All right. We're going to keep going.
Okay.
Timon.
Yes.
Pumbaa.
I'm okay with that.
Figment. Yes.
Absolutely.
Orange Bird. Absolutely.
Yep.
All right. Dante.
I don't understand Dante.
Yep.
Like, are we going to pick
The
one
dog
character
from
out of
Coco.
Coco?
Yeah, I know. That one's weird.
Even at the Animal Kingdom, it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
There's so many good characters in that film. Dante was a weird one. And didn't Dante turn into, like, have wings and stuff?
Something
so
weird
which
at the end.
version? The weird dog version?
It's
where
just a
his tongue
dog.
hangs
It's a
out?
dog version with the tongue. You can see a picture of it.
Ugh.
All right,
I
here we
don't
go. Edna Mode. No,
Sure.
you have the Incredibles. You
I
could have
mean,
went someone
that's
else.
kind of a-
Mr. Incredible. Mrs. Out. Yeah. Anyway, here comes some easy ones. Woody.
Yes.
Bo Peep.
I would have went Jesse.
All right, Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you got to give Toy Story some respect. I
Yeah,
mean,
absolutely.
it started a whole
They've earned
genre.
it. They've earned it.
It created a studio.
Yep.
It's big.
All
Toy
landed.
Story is bigger than anybody even knows in the grand scheme.
Mad Hatter.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dumbo.
Yeah.
Timothy.
The mouse? Timothy Mouse? Like with Dumbo?
Yes.
Wouldn't that just be one statue? Can
It's
he just be
two.
on Dumbo?
No.
That doesn't. I don't know. I could think of 1,000 other people.
All right, here we go. Here's an easy one. Stitch.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Cheshire Cat.
We already have the Mad Hatter, so I'm kind of okay. I mean, Alice in the Wonderland didn't even get released to theaters originally.
Yeah. Nope.
Like,
I
come
would
on, let's
pass
be
that
honest.
one.
There, it's low on the list of grand scheme of Disney.
Miguel.
Yeah, see, that makes sense. Why do we need Dante? Maybe put him in the same statue.
There you go. So Bambi, of course.
Yeah.
Thumper, of course. These are the easy ones. Pooh and Piglet.
Okay, fine. I'll even give you that.
Pinocchio. Yes.
Yeah.
Here we go. Rocket Raccoon.
Yeah. I mean, where are we putting him? That's a great one, but
Right.
yeah, I'm okay with that. But of all the Marvel characters,
Here's
really, the
another
raccoon-
Marvel one. Baby Groot. Which I thought was weird.
That's weird.
Because he was only a baby in one of the movies.
When that's
All right, next one. Another weird one for me. Frozone.
so we have Edna Mode and Frozone.
Yep.
So are we trying to just pick like sidekicks?
I don't know.
Is that the goal here?
Maybe.
I figured it'd be like the 50 biggest, like all the princesses.
Oh, just wait. So we're still not even. Here we go.
Okay.
Gus.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I mean, if he was on her skirt, Pimmy, okay. I didn't think this was going to be so controversial to me, Derek. I thought
All
we were
right,
just
and we're still getting there. Jack.
Who?
JAQ. I don't even know who this one is.
Jacques.
Jacques?
Yeah, the other mouse.
Oh,
so we have two
yeah.
mice from Cinderella.
That's weird.
The fact that you're not even sure who it is.
I knew
tells you
Gus.
the
I knew Gus. I couldn't think of the other
Yeah,
one. Okay.
Gus. Yeah, I mean, of any little princess animal, Gus is the one. But we don't need two mice from Cinderella.
All right. Here we go. R2D2.
Yeah.
And then BB8.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
Here's the
'cause
next two are my.
They're pushing the new. They're pushing the
Yep.
new trilogy,
You got
right?
the new and the
Yeah,
old. It makes
I get
sense.
it.
Pua.
The pig
Yeah, the pig. But
from Moana.
and the other one is Hey Hey. So,
Take Hey over Pua.
but they're both there. They take up two
We
spots.
just need one.
Yep, need
We
one.
only
That's
got
all.
50
Yep, no,
more.
I agree.
So if someone told me make a list of the 50 most iconic Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars characters, My list looks a lot different.
It does. In fact, I think this could be a whole different show sometime that we
I
do.
had no idea
All right.
this was going to do this, Derek.
Here we
I
go.
hadn't looked at the list.
Lady from Lady and the Tramp.
Okay, yeah, I'm okay
And then
with
the
that.
Tramp, so 2 spots.
Why 2 statues? 1 statue and
I'm not
some
collecting all
spaghetti and you're
statues,
done.
by the way. I need like 1. All right.
This is
43. We're almost there, Doug. Stay with me. Simba.
Yeah, we did Timon and Pumbaa earlier. I
Yeah.
didn't expect another Lion King.
Bruni.
Who?
Bruni. I can't think of who this is. Someone's
Well,
yelling
this
at us.
isn't good. We look really unprepared and like we don't know our Disney.
It's funny because where I'm reading it from, they have the pictures of the statues, except for like 3 of them, and Bruni's one of them.
It's
So I don't even
one
think
of
the
those?
list doesn't even have who know who it is.
This is like we don't need this
Nope.
one.
Yep. Sebastian,
Okay, I'm good with that.
Flounder,
All right. Compared to the others on the list, yeah.
Olaf, because of
Yeah,
course,
you gotta have Olaf.
Abu,
Okay, finally yeah.
and the last 2 are pretty simple: Tinkerbell
Yeah, that's
And-
no brainer.
and Ariel.
Ariel. So is Ariel the only princess?
Correct.
What?
I know. I read through the list, and after I got through the Fab 5 and Chippendale and Daisy, I'm like, and it gets weird.
I get venturing out of what you expect, but like that's weird.
Nothing from I'm thinking like Monsters Inc., some of the other popular Pixar shows,
Was
movies,
the only Pixar
Toy Story and
Incredibles
Incredibles.
Toy Story?
Yeah.
And there was like 3 of each, 2 of each.
Yeah, I mean, there you could give
Why
Nemo
not
was a
one
big
from
one.
each? Yeah, Sully, Mike, Nemo. I mean, those would have been
Wall-E,
huge.
there's another one.
Wall-E,
Ratatouille.
Yeah,
Remy.
you could have put a
You have a
rabbit
whole
Remy in
freaking
front of a-
attraction coming.
Who decided? Like, was there a committee?
Oh, absolutely. You know there's a
And
committee of a
what
committee.
was the criteria they went with?
Don't know. I'm just glad Figment, for the record, that one, if he did not
Figment
get,
and Orangebird.
yeah, those 2 needed there. They're not IPs. They are
Like,
the OGs.
I think it would have been really cool to see one of like
Figment's one of the ones I'm going to get.
we could have gotten a statue of a country bear.
Yeah.
Everyone knows my feelings of country bears.
But it makes
right?
sense to get one.
But I feel like they should have gotten a statue.
Yep.
This is the park's 50th birthday.
Yeah.
Let's remember that too. And just one princess.
Mm-hmm.
And no Jack Sparrow.
That's what I was just about to say. You beat me to it. I was going to say no Pirates of the Caribbean stuff. That blows my mind. I get why
I
Splash
wanna know
Mountain
who
doesn't get
this-
really
yeah,
anything.
We're not going to see a rare rabbit or fox. But they're also on the other hand. There wasn't Tiana.
The only
Any
Marvel
Tiana.
ones you have are Rocket and Groot.
That represents a whole studio.
Yeah. And I get that it's
They don't want
Orlando
to
and they don't want to, yes.
Because then they might have to pay the person to use their likeness.
Well, and there's licensing with the other studio that we don't talk about, so you probably can't.
Yeah, that probably does limit the Marvel stuff a little bit.
No Vader though, or Kylo.
No Vader is insane, or Luke, Leia, Rey, Finn. Once again, that's probably they don't want to use someone's face.
Yes, yeah.
Right? But there's a lot of people that it's not their face in Star Wars.
Mhm.
Darth Vader being one of those. Boba Fett, the Mandalorian, Baby Yoda.
That one blew my
mean,
mind that
Come on.
Grogu isn't there. I mean,
I
there's
did
no
not
really,
expect
there's no
to be
attraction that kind of
here.
go with him, but yeah, it's a good one. That's why we wanted to finish with this list, guys.
We got to 50.
We got to 50 and then some.
plus 28.
So let's hear from you. We're going to do a couple things this week. We want to know what you're looking forward to, and of course, we want to know what characters should have been in the top 50. If it's a March Madness, that's what we should have done. Like a big.
Top
That's what
50.
all does. Not even March, like top 500, and just done a March Madness with the fight until you get to the top 50.
How many, even without the Pixar and Marvel and Star Wars studios, just Disney characters, I'm not putting two mice from Cinderella
No.
in it and not putting in Cinderella.
Yeah.
Or Stepsisters would have been a better one.
There you go.
They're fairly iconic. I just don't get it, Derek.
You're definitely stirred up with this. In fact, we got to get our wives' opinion. We'll go through the list with our wives and get theirs. That'll be great. So.
All right. So I'm triggered. So I need a Twitter poll.
Yep.
To find out who got left off.
Yep. I think that'll be a good one. So yeah, go on to follow us at Rope Drop Radio, all the things. But Doug, we need to get on to our Patreon show. We've been talking way too much about this. And so I think the number one thing people need to do, though, is book a trip for the 50th. It's 18 months. Start doing it now. Because crazy thing is right now, Doug, resorts are filling up fast.
Yes, they are. And things are changing, too. Lots of stuff coming out for that 50th. So you got to be ready.
Well, best thing I'm looking forward to on the 50th, we didn't even mention it, all the resorts should be open.
They should.
They should be. Hopefully before the 50th. We'll knock something out. So, all right. Well, to do that, you need to talk to the rope drop queen herself, Michelle McKnight. Her information is in the show notes. And of course, if you'd like to be a part of our Patreon and get all of our Patreon stuff, you'll have to go into the show notes as well and click that link. But we are going to go record that show. So thank you guys so much for listening. Hopefully, every single one of you gets to experience Walt Disney World during the 50th anniversary. And please tag us in all the things. And stay tuned to future shows as we give it a review. So for Doug, I'm Derek. You've been listening to Rope Drop Radio.